Welcome viewers once again, Cooper's Automotive's YouTube channel. We're working on a 2010 Ford Mustang GT 4.6 liter Ford power plant. Anyway, complaint with some noises up front, shaking and applying the brakes. AC condenser we already did. Should have shot that video, but I didn't. Found loose tie rods. With the tire on, you can see that. Brake rotors way out around and just nasty. Somebody just threw pads on it, so we're going to start all over and show you how to do that. Stay tuned. All right, to start with, I'm just going to go ahead and knock this tie rod off of here. That's an 18 mil. I'm going to see if I can spin it off with a little DeWalt impact. If I can't, we'll do it another way. I was able. Then I'm going to go ahead and knock that out. Shock it with a hammer. I'm not going to use a tie rod puller because it is cast. Hit it right there. Then, noticing something there. I'm going to put it back up in there for a second because we're going to break that loose right there. So a 21 on that. And we're going to take that nut off of there. Should have known better to grab that foam, but anyway, let's get this tie rod off of here. Just said that earlier. I'm going to put some lube on it. Today we're going to use the zip twister. Now we'll knock it down like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull the caliper off here on this back side right here. How's our camera angle doing? Pretty good. And let's see what size those are. It's like a 12, 13 or a 12. Be a 12. Okay, they're loose. I'm just going to use 1/4 inch Milwaukee on these. Should be simple enough to take the caliper bolts out. Then we'll have to pull the caliper stands. Just get a little screwdriver and push this caliper back in just a little bit. Very little bit. I'm setting it there for just a second while I find my little S hooks. Leave that there, probably fall. Found one of my little S hooks for holding calipers yesterday. The other one's missing. Let's just hang that over there. Go ahead and strip these pads off. I say there's really nothing wrong with the pads, but I prefer doing a whole set with rotors and everything. Now behind the back on your caliper stand, let's see what size that is. Let's go with a 15. That's what I believe. Yes, 15. But I got it now. All right, so that is 15. If I sound tired, it's because I am. Use the Milwaukee after you get it loose. Should be able to take it out of there. Give it a little workout because there is Loctite on that bolt. Rotor's got a speed nut right there. Hard for me to believe that that's the original rotors. I just grab a hold of those speed nuts and twist. Those suckers are tight on there. Alright, we got our rotor out. As you see, I'm not going to proceed any further with the brakes at this point. Somebody's put some grease. Well, I don't know what they put behind there, but they put something back there that you sure don't need. Okay, on this side, right there. Let's spin that tie rod out of there. 13 mil holding the rod itself, the inner tie rod. Do our counter turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, maybe 21. Nope, 21, 22, about 22 and a half, 23 starting in that position, so 22 and a half it is. Once you achieve that, then we're going to get our dust boot off of there. So 22 and a half, we got to get this off of here, which we said that was a 21. On the inside, you're going to have a clamp right there. You're going to have to cut off of there. And I'm going to have to order some clamps for that. I did not do that. Cut the old ones off and a tool to put those back on there. Get our dust boot to come off of there. Just pull it off like that. Now you got your tie rod right here. Little spacer right there. And that. Now, when they're accessible like this, you can use this Baco 143 pipe wrench. This is the big one. I have a smaller one, but that just happens to be at the house today. And you can get a hold of it anywhere with that thing, and it ain't going nowhere. I mean, it's coming off. So unscrew it. Leaving that little bumper, little black bumper on there. That's the inner tie rod. Now we're using the Napa chassis precision engineered parts here. Both sides are the same on that number. It's a 269-5650. Comes with a tube of blue Loctite. Yes, I have the inner tie rod tools for this. Only use those on the ones that are not accessible or easy to get to. So, all right. Now let's grab our tool again. Now that that's in there, there's one other thing you're going to do, and it comes with a small tube of grease, some kind of silicone lubricant, and you're just going to take it, squeeze it all out, put it right inside that joint right there. Now, take the new tie rod nut off. Slide this back in there. Now, I am going to put that clamp on there, all right? But just going to put it on there. I want to line it up, and if sometimes these won't slide and you'll end up twisting the boot. So when the alignment's done, then I will put this clamp back on there. But we did get a new outer tie rod. Make sure they're the same numbers. I believe they are. This is a Pro Performer ES 80805. So this one comes with a Zerk fitting. No other parts in this. All right. One, or my half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Am I worried about it being perfect? I'm not, because it's going to be lined up. All right, now that that's on there, we'll go ahead and start this tie rod. See if they kept the same size, or let's see if they changed sizes. So a 9 and a 17. After you get it run up there pretty good, you don't need to hold the top anymore. I know we got to put our Zerk fitting in. We'll do that later. But from there, spin it back. Why anybody put grease behind that, I do not know. It's like a new hub. Now, if this was kind of like rusty and pitty and all that kind of thing, we would sand this more, but I'll show you what I'm going to do. So I like to use these Scotch locks. Napa tells me I'm the only one, but the Scotch Brite Roll-Lock Pro Brake Hub Cleaner disc kits right here. They come with a long arbor like that, and I bought them the little die grinder. They go over the stud. And once you get that done, then we're going to grab our rotor right here, and this is again Pro Performer part 28248880326. It's our new rotor. To me, sometimes they got a little oil or something on them. Put a rotor on, Now on the caliper stand, you're going to pull your guides out right here, and this is the silicone ceramic parts lubricant for brakes that I like to use. It's orange. I don't know anything about what color makes any difference, but so then you want to go back behind there and we'll start our caliper stand. It's bolts, and pick up the one I just threw on, and some Loctite thread sealer. I'm using red, high strength. You can use blue, low strength if you want to. If you wanted to torque those, you could. I would torque them about 80 foot-pounds. All right, now I'm going to grab my brake pads, and we're just using these stop rights. The part number on those, an SR-1081. Did not come with hardware. Did not come with the insert hardwares right here, but apparently it's not that critical. It is like 7 o'clock at night, and this phone will not stop ringing. Buster going to leave a message anyway. We got it. Now the next thing, we want to absolutely get our, push our pistons back in. All right, so let's get concentrated on this job here. Now I'm just going to put a new brake pad right here. I'm going to use this Lyle tool if I can with a brake pad in there. If I can't, we can do it without a brake pad possibly because of the spacing. See if we got enough room. There we go. I want to unhook it from here, take it up, balance it up. I'm not going to risk taking that bleeder out, but a lot of times I'll take that bleeder out before I push the piston back in, but it is in, doesn't look like the greatest shape. It might break off. Got one particular spot there that caliper slide lines up on. These 12s back in. Let's get those tight, and said 12s. Sometimes those little gear wrenches that hang up, you just gotta kind of tap them. That's what you saw me doing. All right, so the right front side of this vehicle is completed. The brake caliper as fast as I can. Told myself that was a 12 this morning. Here we go. Let's do it. Oh yeah. Those two are out. The caliper pushed back a little bit. Yeah, I'm half asleep. Go ahead and remove these old brake shoes, and then we go after that back side of our bracket here, which that was a 15. No speed clip on this side, so we'll just take this rotor off. Well, there's one, but we can pull it off anyway. Okay. Tie rod right there. That was a 17. I do believe. 18. $21 on that nut. Big hammer hit right there. 13 right here. Count our turns. 22. Cut that inner one right there. All right. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can inner tie rod. Put our bump stop back on there. We got our Loctite and everything ready for our tie rod to go back on. All right, I got this thing. All right, on there. We're moving right along this morning. right there. Get our new tie rod. 22. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Now that's the one I think that changed sizes to a 17 right there. I believe it was that one. This is an 18. No, okay. Let's grab a new rotor. Now we're cooking. Won't be long now. Let's get our caliper stand started. Let's get our Loctite on our threads real quickly here. And it's a whole lot easier for me to work early and late, so I'm not dealing with all the interruptions and the telephones and mechanics and all those kind of things. We're pushed back in. Grab our new brake shoes. Just about there. Then I can go drink my coffee and wake up. All right, 2 more 12s there. Sorry guys, the energy level's low so early this morning. Viewers, that is. All right, I was wondering why that bottom one was loose. I'm going to have to replace that bottom slide because it's stripped out. So anyway, let's move up to here. That's your 2010 Ford Mustang GT inner and outer tie rods and front brake job. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. We'll have many, many more how-tos, videos, and descriptions and things to come. Comment, good or bad, indifferent, and be nice if you can. If not, I always will be. See you soon.